Hey everybody, this is Flavio Romeo, and on this episode of the Towncast, we had the opportunity of talking to Anna Marie Sasso, president of the Mark Sasso Foundation, about the upcoming charity softball game. And of course, we talked to ESPN Radio co-host of the Michael Kay Show and Hawthorne's own Don LaGreca about the upcoming game and all of the amazing players that are volunteering their time, at not only players, radio hosts that are volunteering their time to come down and support this great foundation. All right, enjoy the episode, everybody. All right, everybody. So this is a very special event, very special episode coming up on July 29th here in Hawthorne at the Wagwar Fields, and we'll put the address on the bottom of the screen. Is the 14th annual Mark Sasso Foundation softball game, and it's been going on for several years. You know, there was obviously with the pandemic there was a hiccup, but it's going to be the 14th annual, and it's quite an event where teams from around northern Jersey put guys together and girls and get out there. They play softball. It's a round robin. And then at the end, they get to play the ESPN All Stars. So I've got two very special guests, and I'm going to bring them on right now. So I've got Anna Marie Sasso, who was the founder of the foundation, and of course, Hawthorne's own Don LaGreca. Thank you guys so much for coming on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks. Our pleasure.
So Anna Marie, tell me a little bit about, let's do the background of the foundation, how it got started, when you started it, and talk about, you know, who's benefited from the foundation over the years.
Absolutely. So the foundation, the premise of the foundation really began the year that Mark passed away, which is 2008. I wanted to build a playground at St. Anthony's School. It was the only school in Hawthorne that didn't have a playground. And Mark and I had always talked over the years about, you know, parents getting together and building a playground. And we joked, what costs, you know, maybe $25,000, and a couple of parents would chip in and the dads would build. It was really super funny because he was not handy at all. And after he passed, all the wonderful people in our lives donated, and I asked for donations to go to St. Anthony's School, and there was a significant amount of money. And Sister Marissa, who was the principal there at the time, had said to me, what do you think you want to do with this money? And I said, I was thinking a playground. And it was more than $25,000. It was more like $125,000. And we formed a playground committee, which was spearheaded by Bob Ganello, my right arm, in family ends, his wife Denise and Mark and I and our kids are still very close friends. Spearheaded this playground committee, and by April of 2009, we had a beautiful blessing and opening of this playground. So it took us a few years. We kept doing fundraiser that Don graciously does to each year and brings it each year to assist in paying off this playground. There were other fundraisers, of course, but this one was our main goal, was to pay off the playground. And by the last one of 2014, we had reached that goal. And then I graciously said to my friend Don, listen, you're done. You know, we can get it off. You don't have to come anymore. He said, no, I love this. I'm going to keep coming. So that's when I thought of forming a foundation for scholarships to benefit Hawthorne's kids.
Yeah, so talk about, so where does the money go?
All the money goes to helping Hawthorne's kids. So since 2015, we've been handing out scholarships to Hawthorne residents matriculating onto college, because anybody who has put children in college knows it's not easy for parents today. And if you're dealing with life-altering situations like losing half your heart and half your income, being a true single parent household, dealing with a major catastrophic illness, it's not easy. And so that is the main vein of the scholarship criteria.
And Mark he had cancer, right?
He did have cancer, yes.
How long was he struggling with it?
Well, he was diagnosed January of 8, and he passed away in April of 08. So it was very quick and swift, but it likely was in his body for a couple of years previous, and he didn't know, which is often the umbrella that cancer walks under.
Yeah. How long were you guys married?
10 years.
10 years. Because I still remember seeing the shingles. You guys had your own realty company, right?
Yes, yep. Still do.
Yeah. Okay. So what's the name of the realty company?
It's Remax Executive Group. We're here in Hawthorne. I'm on Lafayette Ave, right across from the library.
All right. So listen, anybody that's looking to rent a property, to sell a property, to buy a property, stop on Lafayette Ave and go see Anna Marie. Now you know what it looks like.
Yep, I love what we do. We got our licenses together in 1998. And in 2004, we forged out on our own, bought the Remax franchise. And I'm very proud to say I'm still here and still loving what we created. Service is what I pride myself on the most. Being able to customize and tailor my service to my clients' needs. It's not a cookie cutter situation. So hopefully that's my claim to fame.
And it keeps his name going, which is beautiful.
Yeah, yeah.
So talk a little bit about what's going to happen on the 29th.
Well, we're going to have a lot of fun. The round robin is a terrific opportunity. People come to play from all over. South Jersey, Central Jersey, although we joke, it really doesn't exist. And honestly, Long Island, New York, I'm impressed what we've got going on here. So the round robin is the opportunity for, I believe, at least 2 games of each team, process of elimination. Whoever wins the round robin, the whole point is they want to be able to play against Don's team. And that's the big hoo-ha at 5 o'clock, give or take. They want to beat Don's team. And I tell you, I think, well, last year we got rained out, but the year before, didn't you win that time?
Oh, yeah. Don,
oh, yeah.
You guys
I believe Don had the winning home run.
I had the grand slam to tie it, and then Ken Danico won it with a
There
solo
you go.
shot.
Look at
right?
that.
So, people do look forward to it. I start getting Facebook messages and emails and texts a few months before we, Don and I have even gotten our date together. And I'm proud to say we've got, a really nice thing here going.
Now, they're going to have the kitchen open?
Yes. You
got the world famous hamburgers, hot dogs.
Absolutely. The cooperation of the town is obviously another huge key factor in us being able to put this event on. Hawthorne always graciously cooperates. The DPW prepares the fields, always with the nod, yes, you may do it. And the Hawthorne Baseball Softball Association provides the work, the food for us at the snack stand. I couldn't ask for more almsgiving cooperative people around us from A to Z, honestly.
Awesome.
We just need no rain. We just need no rain. That's
not this year. It's already happened. We already had that. I mean, it's great to see a community pull together like they do with events like this. I love that. I mean, it's what the Towncast is all about. So I really appreciate hearing that the town's willing to work with you and do what they have to do to make this event happen.
Absolutely.
I remember the last several years you have raffles too. You got stuff you're giving away.
Yeah.
Right. And the donations to the raffles.
A donation from always local businesses or people donate from the goodness of their heart. Anna Marie Sasso donates, but I always buy or have donations of things that I'd like to win. Nice big TVs, purses. Always get some Yankee tickets.
Yeah, and the Towncast is donating Yankee tickets for the event. So it's great. I mean, you have some beautiful products that you put out there, and it's great that the community, businesses will donate their products, and we're happy to do that as well.
Thank you. We appreciate it. And the prizes range from, $50 of value up to $500 worth of value. So we hit all price points for ticket purchases, and I think that we hit interest of everybody. So,
and all the money of the raffle Goes right to the foundation.
It all goes to the foundation. Yeah.
That's great. That's great. And if someone just wants to come down, they just want to donate money, they can do that as well, right? To apply to the foundation.
Absolutely.
And how do they find out? Like if teams want to play, how do they find out? Do you have a Facebook page that they can go to?
Yep. Mark Sasso has a Facebook page, and the registration form is on there. You can message me there. My cell phone is on there. You can call me, text me, however you like to communicate, you can do it.
Right. And I'll make sure that we put the link to the Facebook page in the details of this podcast. So
thank you.
And of course, all the teams that play comes down to one team that goes head to head with the ESPN All Stars. And Don, it's amazing what you put together. I know that every year you get bigger names. You get a lot of support from a lot of people in your business.
Yeah, it really started out as just a phone call from Teresa, Mike Sasso's wife, and the sister-in-law of Mark. I said, what can we do to put something together for Mark? We're thinking about a softball game. You think you can get some of your celebrity friends to come and do it? This was, in 08. And, it was so small, and station was still relatively in its infancy. And, I got, a couple, Ken Danico, who I'd known for a long time, Greg Buttle. But it started out really small, and a few people would come by. And as the station grew and the popularity of the event grew, it's now become something that just people really look forward to every single year. That's why we were so devastated last year that we got rained out. And it was crazy. I'm so anal about it. I'm watching the weather a couple of weeks out, if it's going to rain. And there was no sign of rain. And as I'm driving up 287, and by the way, now living in Somerset County, I can confirm there is a Central Jersey. I never thought when I was living in North Jersey there was a Central Jersey, but clearly there's a delineation between North Jersey and the shore. So I'm in Central Jersey driving up 287, and all of a sudden I'm seeing these clouds, and I said to my wife, Nancy, what's this? It just must be a passing shower, and we ended up getting washed up. But it was still a great thing because a lot of the tournament got played early on. A lot of things were given away, and Anna Marie set up a really nice dinner that we got together. And even though it was a washout as far as the game was concerned, I got to see some people, because that's the thing for me, to be able to come back to a community that I love. I mean, I grew up in Hawthorne. I'm proud of being from Hawthorne. I played on WAG 1 when I was a kid, playing for Rhodes Agency in Little League, and the thrill of being able to play under the lights whenever you got that designated night game and be able to play on that same field and see the same faces. I think Anna Marie can agree that you could be walking anywhere, and even if you don't know their name, you could see somebody and say, that's somebody from Hawthorne. Because, even if we didn't go to school together, we've passed each other. It's such a small community that I think everybody cares about each other. Everybody loves each other. And so at least once a year, I get to be able to see all the people that I grew up with and people that I haven't seen in a long time. My mom still lives in Hawthorne, and she'll be there sitting on her perch in center field under the stands and court. So it's just a great event. It's so much fun. And this, if everything works out, we've got maybe the best list of celebrities that I think we've ever had. A lot of people were able to commit to it. It's sometimes difficult in the summertime to get everybody on the same page, but we've got the usual suspects: Greg Buttle, Marty Lyons, Ken Danico, Ryan O'Halloran, who played Dante from Clerks, is going to be there. Rick DiPietro, former Islander goaltender. Peter Rosenberg will be there from the station. Anita Marks, who's come quite often too. Bill Daughtry's our manager. He's a radio legend. I've got a strong maybe from Willie Colon, the former Steeler offensive lineman. Maria Moreno, who used to work over at SNY. Danielle McCartan from WFAN. So my brother Dave's going to be there. He's got a huge following wrestling. Tommy Dreamer is a strong maybe too, the former wrestler. So if everything comes together, we should have a really nice team that hopefully will be competitive and not get beat up too bad in the championship game.
Well, I know last year was a rain. I mean, it was so bizarre, like you said, because it didn't rain, started the game, then it rained a little bit, then it stopped, got back to the game, and then finally it just...
Well, I didn't realize the modern, like when we played there, it would rain or you hear some thunder, see some lightning, but now they've got that apparatus that's on top of the stands that flashes the light to tell you there's lightning in the area. No. And I remember I was negotiating with the mayor I remember we're in the rain. I was sitting there at the mound. I'm saying, "Listen, it's not raining. There's no lightning. Let's do it." He's like, "Well, there could be lightning." I said, "Listen, we pay for the insurance. I'm willing if you're willing." And then we said, "Okay, let's go out and play." And then the sky opened up and it started pouring. So maybe it was for the best. But I just remember negotiating with the mayor. Come on, let us play here. This is ridiculous. And there's still a crowd of people under umbrellas, but Mark has really been good. That was the first time we had a rain delay a few years ago, if you remember. That's the first time we actually got rained out. So I'm hoping for another decade of no rain here, because I think Mark owes us one after what happened last year, right, Anna?
Absolutely agree. That was
Well,
rough.
I think there's going to be the biggest and best one because of last year. I think everybody's going to come back with a vengeance. And for those of you that are listening or you're watching and you don't know who Don LaGreca is, just so you know, he's on ESPN Radio, 98.7 FM here in New York. You can listen to it anywhere in the world. You can find it on, go online, and you'll be able to hear it in the afternoons. Is it 3 to 6? 3 to 7.
3 to 7.
3 to 7, yeah. He's also the host of Game Misconduct, which you can Google and you'll find that. And also he has a show, like you mentioned, your brother is into wrestling. And have you wrestled with your brother when you guys were little? Were you?
Oh, I dragged him down the stairs one time, broke his leg. It was the whole thing. This was probably around 1989, 1990. We're just horseplay, and dragged him down the stairs, broke his leg. And my father was not happy. He was in the middle of watching something he wanted to see. And now we had to drag my brother to the emergency room. So he was not happy with it.
Is he a younger brother?
Yes, he's actually on the 15th. He will be turning 52. He's 3 years younger than me.
All right.
So he's my younger brother.
The older brother's allowed to break the younger brother.
Yes, that's what I'm allowed a couple of indiscretions, and that was definitely
passage.
Yes, yeah, exactly. That's why I don't know if he looks at it that way, but that's the way I look.
So you've got the LaGreca show. You're busy. You're doing and you're the voice of the Rangers on the radio.
And I get to do a bunch of games there too. And then I got my 5-year-old twins that are starting to figure out, especially my son. He's looking forward to it, running on the field after the game and stuff. And that's the thing too. I remember Anna Marie's kids, and now they're grown into men now. And I didn't even have kids when we first started doing this, and now they're 5.5 years old. So, listen, the only thing worse than being busy is not being busy, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. So I know, like we said, there's going to be raffles. We're going to be giving stuff off. I know there's going to be TVs. There's going to be Yankee tickets. I'm going to put you on the spot here. Since you are a hometown boy, you are the Hawthorne boy, would you be able to bring like an 8x10 glossy headshot autographed by Greca?
Well, if anybody wants it, maybe I might even spring for ones this year. So that could be fun. Whatever you guys need. Well, ESPN will kick in some things too. And God, I remember when we first started doing this, Anna Marie would get like T-shirts, and now we've got actual jerseys that the teams will wear and stuff. So I'm just so proud of where this thing has grown into and the beast that it's become. So yeah, whatever you need, I'm looking forward to donating whatever is going to get money into the hopper for this thing.
That's great.
The more, the better, for sure.
Well, the Towncast will be there. We will be doing live streams during the course of the day, encouraging people to come down and not only support the teams, not only enjoy a great game, but also to support the foundation, which is what it's all about. So, and if you guys are listening, again, go to the Facebook page, the Mark Sasso Softball Foundation Facebook page, and I'll have the link here on the bottom so that you can just click on the link and go. You'll get more information if you want to play, if you just want to be a part of it, and come down and cheer on the teams.
And there's a couple of things like frequently asked questions to me. Is access to the celebrities? Absolutely. I mean, these guys are going to be, signing autographs, taking pictures. So nobody's standoffish. And so if you want to meet any of the people that I listed below, and then I'll obviously tweet out the confirmation of names by we get closer to the 29th, but you get access. So if you want like a Jet helmet signed or a Devil puck or jersey or whatever, these guys all understand that part of the gig is that they'll be able to interact with people. And that's why I try to strategically find people that are not only big name people, but people that are also good working with the public and hanging out. So you will get a chance to meet all of these people that become, and it's free. we asked to please make donations and enter the raffles, but there are no tickets. Just come to the WAG field. And the other thing that I would strongly suggest is don't park too close to the fence, because your car will get destroyed, because it is a little league field after all. So balls are going to be flying out there. And I learned my lesson the first year when I got my windshield smashed, parking it too close to WAG 1. So try to park closer to WAG 3. There's also that auxiliary parking lot that's a little down the street. So just try to stay away from that outfield, because your car will get pegged by softballs and it will not be pretty. And I think I speak for the Sasso Foundation, is we're not responsible for any cars that are damaged. So, so park at your own risk.
Yeah, it is pretty fun watching all these big grown men play on that field, because I also played on that field. I was on Chet Decker.
Okay.
So I had the opportunity of playing for the famous Coach Cabral.
Sure. I remember my dad coached Rhodes Agency. So I went through the whole thing, midget league, which I guess is not politically correct, but that's what it was called back in the day. I played for Lakeview Farms, then Rhodes Agency, and then in JD, I played for Boys Club.
Right. Nice. Well, it's going to be a great event.
You guys remember, you probably remember every game you played, most especially under those lights.
Oh, that was the best.
It was the first thing you did. Whenever you got the schedule, you went to see that N in parentheses. Nice. See how many times you're going to get a chance to play under the lights. That was our Friday night lights, right? That was our chance to kind of flex our muscle and get a chance to get a crowd of people, and that was always something that was fun. It really brings back a lot of memories, and where that's come from. When I started, there was WAG 1 and WAG 2 and WAG 3. WAG 3 was always the one that got flooded. And now they added a WAG 4, and the snack stand is now growing into something pretty special. So to see how that's grown over the years is pretty incredible as well.
Yeah, see, I was a big kid growing up, so I liked WAG 1 because it had a fence. Every time I played WAG 2, I'd hit it far. It would have easily been a home run on WAG 1, but because of my body, I'd end up with a long double.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
Well, it's going to be a lot of fun. It's great to see all the guys out there and everybody participating for the Mark Sasso Foundation, and to keep his legacy alive and to keep it going strong. And Don, it's amazing that you're able to rally, a lot of these guys and a lot of your friends to come and help support it as well. So I encourage everybody that's watching, everybody that's listening, come down on July 29th. There's going to be food there because the concession stand will be open. They've got great hamburgers, hot dogs. And in years past, excluding last year, it's a beautiful day out. There's shade, so you're not stuck in the sun. You can always sit underneath the awning, and you can sit next to Mama La Greca.
That's it. She'll hold court for sure. Talk about how proud she is of her sons.
Well, Don, thank you so much for joining. And Anna Marie, thank you for coming on. And hopefully we'll be able to fill the parking lot, with the exception of the WAG 1 area.
Yeah, be careful. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right, I'm going to sign off, and then I'll stop recording this thing. Hold on a sec.
On the 29th.
Yeah. So listen, everybody. Thank you so much, and I really look forward to seeing you guys on the 29th. If you're there, come up, say hi to the Towncast. We'll get you on there. We'll put you on a live stream as we cheer on the teams and participate in the raffles and help raise money for this great foundation. Thank you so much. All right. Be well, everybody.
Thank you.
Thank you.